Hey, I want to thank you for tuning in to Still City Sports World. I'm your host, Luther Dupree. I got my partners, Mike Migliori, Smoke and Jim. Claudio couldn't make it. He's doing his baseball practice, so hopefully that goes well. Got a great show planned. We're giving out some awards, so make sure you give us a call in. Mike, what you got for us?
I really don't have much to say except the Philadelphia Eagles ain't invited to my house either.
Mike always got one of his zingers. All right. Jim, what you got for? Well, put a disclaimer out there. The words you're about to hear reflect Smoke and Jim's. Thinking they don't reflect mine or Mike's. That being said, Smoke and Jim, it's all yours.
Thanks, Lou. The Pittsburgh Steelers traded a receiver who caught 26 passes for 500 yards. He averaged 21 yards per catch, 8 touchdowns as a rookie. He was the best rookie big play wide receiver since Bullet Bob Hayes and Randy Moss. At 6'5", 220 pounds, he ran a 4.25 40, 41-inch vertical jump, and the Pittsburgh Steelers traded Martavis Bryant for a warm six-pack. Kevin Colbert and Coach Mike Tomlin, are you insane? The Pittsburgh Steelers black and gold garage sale didn't stop there. They got rid of Robert Golden. They got rid of J.J. Wilcox, William Gay, Mike Mitchell. In the draft, they didn't draft a middle linebacker or cornerback. They've yet to replace Ryan Shazier or James Harrison. They don't have a quarterback coach. They lost their offensive coordinator. You know, the Pittsburgh Steelers haven't had a good defense since they backstabbed Dick LeBeau. Listen, you got a better chance of Roseanne emceeing the NAACP rally than you do of Keith Butler's defense stopping anybody. I'm not here to hate. I'm just shooting straight. Pittsburgh Steelers don't want to be great. They just want to be 8-8.
All right, Smoke and Jim.
They have worked pretty hard to get 8-8 this year.
Started off on fire. All right, Smoke and Jim, way to go. We do have some models in the house. Jim, who we got first coming up?
First of all, Luther, we got a young lady that's the fastest rising star in Pittsburgh. You see her all over the place now, modeling and actress. This is a young lady that is doing some great things. She's doing a fashion show in July. Big hand for Lana Velasquez. And I tell you what, I got a young lady right now. She has a TV show. She's a healthy relationship expert. And I tell you what, Lou, maybe next month she'll do a show on Henpack Husbands. But I tell you what, her show is called Tune In with Jalen. Big hand for Jalen. And I tell you what, we got a national and international model. The Philadelphia Eagles may be Super Bowl champions, but we got a champion right here. She went into Philadelphia, blew out everybody. She is the current reigning Miss Pennsylvania, and pretty soon she'll be Miss America. Big hand for the beautiful beauty queen, Cindell Taylor.
All right, I thought you were going to go to the mic and give us a few words. All right.
Okay. Hi, I'm Lana Velasquez. I'm working on my modeling. I'm from Pittsburgh, PA, South Fayette. You can find me on Instagram at Lana Velasquez, and I hope for great things. That's
Okay,
all.
okay.
Lips, hips, and fingertips.
I'm Jalen Bunnell. I am actually a pharmacy technician in training. I will be a nuclear pharmacist. Okay. So I'm going to be preparing anybody's radiology and chemotherapy, and I'm working on a book right now.
Okay.
Look at them legs.
Hi, everyone. My name is Cindell Taylor, and as Jim said, I just won Mrs. Pennsylvania America 2018 on May the 5th. And yes, I did beat everyone in Philadelphia, and my original title was Allegheny County, so I am from right here in Pittsburgh. I will be competing in Vegas for the coveted title of Mrs. America, which is super, super awesome, so that means you have to be married. And my platform is heart health awareness, so I'm on the sports show a lot because I talk about how much sports relate to being healthy and being fit. I think it's one of the easiest things that you can do. Mm-hmm. And you guys can find me on all social media under Cindell PGH, or you guys can just follow Miss Penn America. It's super easy to find me everywhere. I'm excited.
Cool. All right, and as I said earlier, we have a lot of high school athletes in the house with us today. We're going to start it off in the city where I came from. We want to go out to Obama. DJ Gordon is in the house. Come on up, DJ. Great young player, great season. And go to the mic, go to the mic, go to the mic. Hey, DJ, we have some clips. Can we run some of your clips? Yeah, just talk about the season, DJ.
Going into the season, I knew it was going to kind of be rough because we had 7 seniors last year. This year they all left, so we was really young. Turned out the season we went 9-11. It's pretty hard, but
you had a young team.
Yeah,
you know?
young team. A lot of guys didn't really know too much, so I had to step in and be a leader. Fell short, lost first round of playoffs to Older Dice. But season overall, I think it was pretty successful. Even though we ain't win, it was fun with the guys.
Okay.
Got to teach them a lot of stuff. So yeah, it was pretty fun.
Well, you made an announcement. So what's in your future? What's going on in your future,
So
DJ?
after our season ended, I committed to First Love Christian Academy, it's a prep school in Washington, PA. I felt it was the right move for me because my career is basketball and I wanted to pursue it, and I felt that was a better opportunity out there in Washington, PA, and what Coach Kyrie Wilson's doing out there.
Yeah, amazing.
How tall are you?
6'5" now.
All right, I'll get you out of that contract, get you in the gateway.
But First Love, I mean, you look at the roster. I mean, they have people from all over.
Yeah, there's a lot of foreigners, guys from all over the place. We have also Pittsburgh guys on that roster. A lot of
alcoholics in Washington,
Wpials.
PA too.
Oh, gosh. Okay. All right. But what about it? You just start, going against that competition every day? Is this going to make you that?
It's fun. We'll go to school, and after school, we'll go straight to the gym, compete against each other, push each other, scrimmaging, practicing every day. It was fun. The speed of the game is faster. That's what I learned. But it's fun. It pushes me to be a better player. So yeah, it's fun.
Okay. All right. Well, definitely, we're going to get back to you. We got a whole house, man. Great season. Enjoyed watching you. Much success at First Love. Who else you got in the house, Smoking Jim?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I tell you what.
Reed.
His sister was one of the greatest that ever came through the Wpial in southwestern Pennsylvania. And Nate Collins did a lot of great things here for this show. I've been watching this young man play since he was in elementary school. He put on a show down at Heinz Field. His youth football team played down there. Great football player, great basketball player. Big hand for Caleb Collins from Rochester.
All right. Great season. We also have some highlights for Caleb. Just talk about the season, your experience this year.
Oh yeah, my basketball season, it wasn't really a good basketball season to really say. We got knocked out of the playoffs before, but I really feel like it was because of football. We had an upsetting loss to lose before Wpials. I feel like that just resonated throughout the whole basketball season.
Gave y'all a bad tone.
Yeah, and then everybody that's on our team just wasn't playing to our full potential. But it was still fun though. Still made memories, and whenever we did win, it was best time to be alive for us because we knew that we could have beat anybody, and we came close a couple of times to beating because we played Cornell. They were ranked number 3 for single A, and we came close. And after that loss, we just felt like we might have had a chance to win for the playoffs. But then after that, we just fell short for I think it was I forget who we played, but we lost, and after that, we just wasn't the same team. We just couldn't bounce back from just the loss after loss after loss.
I know a question everybody wants to know. How the ladies treating you?
Well, I just been trying to stay focused, but I do be having some trying to holler at me, but
Put him on the spot like that, Jim.
Right.
Hey, what's in your future, Caleb?
Well, I'll be attending St. Vincent for football because I got a full ride scholarship for them.
That's what's up.
Thank you.
What's up? All right. What position you want to play?
Probably safety, because that's what I was in high school. In my junior year, I was defensive player of the year at safety.
Okay.
So I'm feeling I'm to play that.
All right, that's what's up. All right, give it up for Caleb. I got to go back to the city. 5-time champion, Tyler Williams. They won 5 in a row. He was a big part of it. He just put on a show. One of my favorite players to watch. Give it up for Tyler. Tyler's getting the spotlight all to himself today. I don't know where Jackson and Bobby are, but we got the senior in house. Can we run some of his clips? Tyler, as I look in some of the crowd, you beat most of the people we're giving awards to, right? I think at least half the people, and I think you got some clips against all of them. But just talk about the season, man. I mean, 2 years ago you all went to the state title, and after that people kind of doubted you guys, and all you all did was just get better and better.
It was good. A couple years ago, we had like the superstar players that like the whole city talked about,
Right?
Like, the Twins and Creighton. So, this was my first year to do my thing. It was like my first year starting and stuff. So, tried to like set our own tone, set our own, our pace or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, and you guys really, y'all won about 20 games in a row?
Yeah.
And beat some good teams.
We started out the season like bad. We lost to Penn Hills.
That was a bad beating at that Penn Hills game. But y'all had a time off, and
there you go.
But then y'all saw him again later, right?
Yeah, we did. And we won.
Hey, that was one of the best games I saw all year. I mean, it could have gone either way, and you guys did your thing, and then y'all end up Pine Richland. That game, you all had that game, Tyler. I know that still haunts you.
It's still.
I just knew y'all were going to win. Y'all had like a 4-point lead with a couple seconds left.
Definitely, yeah, it was something like that.
What happened on that, man?
We had the intensity going in that quarter and stuff. So I think we were up, like you said, like with a couple minutes left, and that's when I want to say Pat Cash hit a 3, and that's when, unfortunately, some kid on their team hit a buzzer beater.
Yeah, a couple turnovers too.
That
kind of
hurt. Free
hurt.
throws on me too, though. So.
Hey, but y'all had a great season. I really think y'all could have, Pine Richland made it. I think you guys could have been right there with them. If they don't beat you there on that last second, I think y'all would have been playing in a state title again.
We would have won.
You think you would have won?
Yeah, we would have won.
Okay. All right, give it up for Tyler. All right, Jim. Come on. You're up.
Most people know about his famous uncle, probably the greatest lightweight boxer in boxing history, Paul Spadafore. But I'm a big fan of his dad. Most people don't know his dad was a top 5 boxer in the whole USA, one of the best boxers in the world. This young man has that Spadafore work ethic, works hard. Only in 9th grade, we expect big things from him. Big hand for Dante Spadafore.
All right. Dante, man, you play with a lot of energy out there, man. I saw the Spadafore spirit, as we're going to see in some of your clips. Just talk about your season this year.
I was coming in my 8th grade year. I didn't really know what to expect because we had no returning seniors and stuff like that. So I kind of just played a big role in our team, leading like the point guard, but it's all my teammates that helped me throughout the way because without them I was nothing. They taught me everything, like the plays and all that. And as soon as we started to vibe with each other, we became one of the best teams in the Wpial 6A, 1A through 6A. We ended up losing the Wpial and the state championships but next year we're not losing no seniors, so we'll definitely be back, no doubt.
Okay, y'all going to be stronger next year. What are you working on specifically your game?
Definitely my 3-point shot. That was my weakness this year. I can get to the hoop. My mid range is decent, and I didn't really hit that many threes this year.
Okay. Jim?
I'm watching TV.
But as I see this, what would you say your best skill is? I mean, we see, you're pretty quick. You can get to the hole, a lot of steals.
All of this is my explosiveness.
Okay.
This is my blood. That's what we train to do. We fight no matter what. I'm not scared of nobody. It's just kind of in our blood now.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Dante, we'll get back to you, man. All right, let's go back. I want to go. We talked about them a little earlier. They finally did it. Penn Hills, I was waiting for them years and years to finally do it, and they finally won the Wpial. Got to give it up to Corey Fulton, Davon Stevens. These guys were just unbelievable. If you saw the Wpial game, I think they both had 23 points. Corey had 16 in the second half to kind of seal that, and they put a beating on Alderdice before. They put a beating on Alderdice before the playoff game. Corey, just talk about it. I know last year you had an injury, and I think that really hurt in the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Just talk about just coming back mentally, what that was like.
Well, coming into the season, like me and Davon, we both told our coach that this was the year we was gonna get it done. So that was our approach, like all season. Like, we're gonna get it done this year. This is the year.
Okay, come a little closer to that mic. So what injury did you have?
I tore my ACL.
ACL.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. And you
I
came back.
I tore it in the summer, like.
In the summer.
Yeah.
All right, and you came back like nothing. I mean, what was the process mentally? Because I know a lot of guys have had those injuries, and that's one of the toughest things.
Yeah, like the first couple of weeks, like after surgery, it was real tough because it was like I didn't know if I could come back from it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like real mentally tough for me. So once I got past the first couple of weeks, I was head on. I was attacking it.
Yeah, me beat on him. He'll be all right.
Hey, so what was it like, man, playing, at Pitt, at Peterson? I mean, how did it feel just being out there?
That was probably one of my funnest games of my life. Like, it was a real good experience, a real good crowd. The energy felt good. It was like a real good experience.
Okay. So what's in your future, Corey?
I'm probably going to attend Robert Morris University.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We also got Stevens. You were running point guard last year when Corey wasn't down. It showed your versatility, man. I mean, just impressive. Can we run some of his clips? As we can see, great mid-range game. Here we go. And oh man, this is against Alderdice. Tyler, you might want to close your eyes on this, man. This is that first game they put it on you. but just talk about your season and your future, man. Season y'all finally came through, man. What did that feel like?
It felt real good this year because we should have won 3 years in a row.
No, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. Now last year I know y'all got a terrible call. It looked like the guy just got tackled and the referee swallowed his whistle, But this year, I mean, what was different? I mean, you all lost a lot. I was like, they still have talent, but they lost a couple key players.
No, the same thing that he said. It was like we told our coach 2-3 years ago that when we get to seniors, we ain't losing.
Okay.
We're not losing Wpial.
Okay.
We felt like we had the leaders to get it done this year.
Okay.
I think that's what we were missing.
So you think that's what happened the last couple of years, just the leadership kind of fell, and you guys just had that?
Yeah.
Okay, what's in your future?
I will attend Eastern Michigan University.
Okay, that's what's up. All right.
Excuse me a second, guys. Luther say it quite loud enough. What school are you from?
Penn
Hills. and you won the WPIL?
Yes, sir.
Is Gateway in the WPIL?
Yes, sir.
So obviously you left them in the dust. Right? I just wanted to hear that. Thank you.
All right, we got the Wpial champs, Corey and Stevens in the house. Give it up. Go ahead, Jim, introduce our next guest.
I tell you, I always say, whatever a man can do, a woman can do better. There's some outstanding women all across the country, and we have several of them in here right now. I tell you what, I started following this young lady when she was a great kicker for Bethel Park High School. She moved on to Grove City, and most people may not know in Pittsburgh, Grove City, but the all-time leading rusher in Pittsburgh Steelers, R.J. Bowers, was from Grove City. Great. The Wolverines is outstanding. Big hand for Kelsey. And who'd you bring with you, Kelsey? It's on.
Okay. This is Dalton Callahan and Randall Labrie.
Which one is Callahan?
Right there.
You all natural?
Okay. Okay. Now just talk about you're doing kicking. You're like the only female kicker.
Don't put it down like
no,
that.
No.
Because there are no kickers.
Can I
in the
finish,
city
Smoking
league.
Jim? Can I finish?
No city league kickers, and you put kickers down.
Only female kicking in NCAA college sports, right? Correct?
I think there's
one
other
in a
girls
few.
in the
One in a
NCAA.
few.
I don't know how many there are, but I know I do it.
Right. I think you might be one of two, maybe not, maybe 2 or 3. But what does that feel like, and how was that, telling your parents, I'm going to kick on a football team?
It is a lot of fun. I love the intensity that football brings, and I feel very blessed to be able to play football every day. And I really give all the glory to God because I don't know how this ended up happening, but
What you mean you don't know how it ended up happening?
I'm sorry, what was
You
that?
said you don't know how it ended up happening?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what 16-year-old girl wakes up one day and says, I want to play football, but I am very thankful for everything I've learned through football and the fact that I get to go to practice every day.
Okay. All right. Hey, let's jump to the phone lines. We'll be right back with you in a few minutes. Caller, say your name, where you're calling from.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Sean.
Hey, what's going on, Sean?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
All right.
Tell Derek, I see his voice is getting a little bass in his voice.
You got him laughing over here.
Hey, want to congratulate all the individuals up there for their awards. The guys that's going to be going to college, focus on what you're going to college for. That's to get an education. If college isn't for you, pick up a trade or something. Just be a productive citizen in society. College isn't for everybody. If you're going to go do it, get your papers. If you're not, pick up a skill set and be a productive citizen in life.
Okay.
We don't like to promote academics much on this show.
Well, we do. Smoking Jim, he went to Gateway, so you know what he thinks.
If you get a D, you can play for me.
And that's why you're not coaching anymore, Smoking Jim. Hey, what else on your mind, Shaw?
Just on these NBA finals, one thing I didn't hear about the finals was that J.R. Smith last-second blunder that he did. Why wasn't LeBron James lined up on the free throw line instead of the three-point line? He should have took his big body underneath the basket. He should have been in J.R. Smith's position. I don't remember hearing a lot of people talk about that.
Good point.
Well, he probably expected an 80% free throw shooter to be able to make 2 free throws. That's one. But, I mean, there's no excuse for that. JR, he was in space like he always do. Who dribbles the ball? He didn't know the score. I mean, you're looking at the scoreboard. He didn't know it. First of all, George Hill should have made the free throw. There was a terrible call before that. There's no way that should have been overturned. You can't even, that's not even part of it. You can only see if the guy's standing in front of the line. I mean, I don't blame him for that. I do blame Ty Lue for not calling a timeout when JR is in one of his funks and he doesn't know what's going on. He should have called a timeout. But that's not the only reason they lost that game, Sean.
Sure looked like it.
That's not the only reason, man.
I'm actually surprised that Golden State's up 2-0, especially with, I think their glue guy on their team. If he's not the glue guy, he's the second glue guy. Andre Iguodala not playing a minute in this series. I'm actually surprised about that because he helps slow LeBron James down and able to let other players do what they do best. So I'm actually surprised that they are up 2-0 with him not playing a minute in the series, especially the way they struggled without him in the Houston series when he went down and they were up 2-1 when he got injured.
Hey, Sean, if you're surprised that Golden State is up 2-0, you better stay out of Delaware. You lose all your money betting, brother.
No, I mean,
we lead up for Jason Sessions now. He's on that side of the state, so he'll take care of all the bets for us.
Now, Draymond Green, dirty as he is, I think he's the glue guy on that team. They've proven they could beat teams without Andre Iguodala. I mean, he's a good player, but he's really fallen off. I'm not surprised at all. Tonight, Cleveland has to show up. They got to get this W or the series is automatically over. They might get swept, and that's a bad way for LeBron to go out. Fellas, y'all want to weigh in on this? We got some hoopers in the house. DJ, you look like you reaching for the mic. Get the mic.
About the series?
About the series.
I got the Cavs winning the series.
Down 0-2.
Down 0-2, I got faith in LeBron James. I got faith.
Okay, that's big faith. I don't even know if he has that faith. Anybody else? Tyler wants to weigh in on this.
LeBron James is the greatest person to ever touch a basketball, ever. And, and he will come through and win this in Game 7.
Wow. Dang,
no problem.
Man, y'all some diehards. Anybody else? Stevens, Corey.
LeBron will be in LA next year.
Ooh. And what, they losing the series?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be over in 5.
5?
At least.
Spider 4, you jumping in on this? All
Well,
right, Sean.
LeBron's playing for Golden State next year.
All right, Sean, what else on your mind?
Hey, couple of quick things. Boxing real quick. I don't know if you know this, Luther, but remember the Jeff Horn, Terrence Crawford? That fight was supposed to be in like April or May.
Yeah, but Crawford got that
They
injury.
said it was an injury. Well, from my inside knowledge, it wasn't an injury and it wasn't ticket sales. It was that ESPN, they were coming out with their ESPN Plus, and they wanted to figure out a way to push that ESPN Plus to make people pay for it. That's why the fight got pushed back. As soon as that channel was established, you know that you got to pay for certain things.
Right.
Then that's why they pushed that fight back from my inside sources. I don't know if Canelo and Triple G will fight this year because Canelo's people's mad. Triple G wants 50-50, but Canelo failed the drug test.
Right.
If he failed the drug test, you got to give Triple G what he wants. And finally, looks like the big fight between Wilder and Joshua will happen somewhere in 2019. And I'm not liking the fact that Joshua...
He's scared. Joshua's scared.
Yeah, he's scared he might kill Wilder.
Listen, who turns down $50 million?
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
hold on, Luther.
So,
But did you
Jim,
hear
all that
what's
stuff
going
you're
on
saying,
If
just
you,
stop
if
it.
you add up all
Jim,
the
you
money
gonna turn
in
down $50
Alabama,
million?
it ain't 50 million in Alabama. How Wilder
Al
got 50
Heyman
million?
has raised more money in fights than anybody. Mayweather, he put the money together. So what are you talking about?
You know I got an insight with that. But what's going on now is Wilder and them presented him the $50 million for the fight that he'll make. Now Joshua wants to take $15 million less if the fight is in England. That's BS.
He's scared. He's scared, which, Wilder has that big right hand, and I guarantee Joshua's getting knocked out.
Yeah,
he wants to get some more
Joshua with
paydays.
3 belts is scared to fight somebody that's 33 years old, ain't never been out of Alabama. He's
Well,
scared.
Smoking Jim. Joshua could come over to Oakland, California to watch NBA playoff games, but he can't come to Las Vegas to
He
fight.
doesn't want that
Because he fights in front of 120,000 people, man.
He's not going to make $50 million in England. The $50 million
Exactly.
in the United States in Vegas.
Your insider told you that? Your insider must be on crack.
Listen, has Floyd ever fought in front of that many people? No. In the States, you're not going to get that many people smoking, Jim.
Floyd
Just
Mayweather
stop.
came to cheerleaders and
Hey.
couldn't sell that out.
Hey, Sean, man. Appreciate the call, man. It's a shame that fight won't happen, though.
No, it's going to happen. It's going to happen next year.
Next year, but I mean, maybe next year, maybe the year after, where they keep playing. Who knows?
Yeah.
But we'll see. Thanks for the call. We got a couple more calls, Sean. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Stay easy,
All right.
Sean.
Hey, let's stay on the phone lines. Call us, say your name, where you're calling from.
Joe Shelby, calling from Munhall, PA.
All
What's
right,
up,
all right, Joe. Thanks for the call.
I wanted to call first of all and say congratulations to all the young men and women in sports in Pennsylvania, because we have a hub of tremendous athletes in this state. And please keep those 2 girls that are introducing to everybody, because they're beautiful young ladies. That supports your show. And I did have a question to you guys. Will our flower wilt tomorrow, or is he going to come out strong?
Go ahead, Mike.
Well, I think he'll do okay. If you remember back to when they beat Detroit, he lost the game 5-0, come out and threw a shutout in the next game. So I think he can respond pretty well.
Well, my all-time favorite hockey player is Alex Ovechkin, so I'm flying high right now.
He says, when you talk hockey.
Alex Ovechkin.
I would like to see OV win something, but not this year.
The Great 8.
All right. We'll see what happens, man. I think Fleury's going to stand up.
This is the same Joe Shelby who was the star of Dawn of the Dead.
Well, I don't know about Star, but I was in it, and we have a convention this weekend. 40 years ago we did that movie, and we're at the Monroeville Mall this weekend, so if anybody wants to stop out and see an old man, I'm there.
Okay. All right, Joe, we're going to come out there and see you. Thanks for the call.
Sir.
All right, you guys have a good one.
All right,
Now,
cool.
the only reason I mentioned that movie is because I wanted to have a segue into my own movie. And we know that Sindel has done an awful lot of things. She's been around and is one of the top models in this area always. But Lana Velasquez was recently in a movie called Front Page, and she did an outstanding job in that movie. If you get a chance, you should definitely see that.
Okay.
I think that was her debut. Is that right? First movie ever? Yeah.
But speaking of blood and guts, my favorite sport is cage fighting, and we got the MMA master here. Zach Brenner, come up to and let us know what's going on in the MMA world. We just can't talk price, but you can say everything.
Couple things, folks, couple things. For starters, when they were talking about J.R. Smith, what they failed to mention with 4.9 seconds left, they still had a timeout, the Cavaliers. So somebody on the bench, Tyrone Lue, anybody on the bench could have called timeout, and they could have, kept the possession and kept the ball. So J.R. Smith didn't have to, run around.
But if you look at it,
you gonna let the white boy school you in hoops?
if you look at it,
One timeout.
LeBron did try to call timeout with like a second left, but the referee didn't give it to him.
But you could see on the clip, LeBron looks over to Tyrone Lue and he says, "We didn't have any timeouts, coach." And he said, "We had one." And then he's like totally demoralized. The series is over at that point right there. I don't care what happens in Cleveland. I love LeBron as much as anybody in this room. I love basketball also. Congratulations to all these hoopers here. When it comes to football, I come from Still Valley, so the Mercy boys got to represent Still Valley. We can't compete in basketball with these guys. If any of you want to come to Still Valley, I'll recruit you like Smoking Jim does, guys, to Gateway.
Well, you guys can compete in Still Valley in basketball, but most of the football players are ineligible by basketball season.
Well, that may be true, but Smoking Jim already knows.
Y'all got to bring Shafino. Bring Shafino back.
Bring Shafino back. Oh, man.
Bring Shafino back.
We don't even have enough time for me on this show to talk about Drew Shafino. What's up, Coach Shafino? Shout out to the Mountaineers of Morgantown. There's a laptop somewhere still missing to this day that will never be reclaimed. These young kids don't know anything about what I'm talking about. But this Saturday night, we got cage fighting at the South Point at the Isoplex.
I'll be there.
It's going to be a great card. Smoking Jim come out. I mean, I would drop fighters' names and that, but nobody really knows any of these local guys. But if you really care about fighting, MMA.
Drop some of the names anyway.
Well,
we
we got Nick Brown. We got guys from Ohio. Ohio coming in, West Virginia. Pinnacle Fighting Championships is one of the only fighting promotions left in Pittsburgh as far as cage fighting goes.
Right.
How's the ring card girls? That's what I want to see.
Well, I was brought here to recruit because when you're talking about Smoking Jim Frazier, they said, "Zach, you go there, you get us a couple ring card girls for Saturday night." And I said, "I'm sure Smoking Jim got some girls." So Sindel, come on out Saturday night. But it's going to be a great card. I just want to tell one quick story about Smoking Jim Frazier and myself. We had one of the biggest fights at Stage AE for cage fighting ever. It was Don Mazzardo, the Honey Badger, versus Cody Garbrandt, who would go on to be one of the greatest fighters ever to come out of the area, Cody Garbrandt. So Smoking Jim Frazier, he's always late. He shows up to the event late.
That's true. He's always late.
Okay, it doesn't even end. He shows up late. He leaves before the main event. So not only did he show up late, he leaves before the main event. And history is about to take place because all hell's about to break loose at Stage AE. Cody Garbrandt comes in from a little small town in Ohio, takes out the toughest dude in Pittsburgh with one punch in the second round, completely knocks him out cold. Smoking Jim is already on the Parkway back to Monroeville when all this is going on. I just happen to be one of Smoking Jim's proteges, Al Levine, the talking machine. He's not the toughest guy. He's like 62 years old. He's gray, he's AARP certified. But we're walking outside, and a fight breaks out between Ohio and Pittsburgh because we just couldn't take it that this guy came in and just wiped out the Honey Badger in front of everybody, home crowd. So Al Levine, I had to protect Al Levine in that situation. Smoking Jim completely bailed on his boy. But As far as boxing goes, I know Harry could attest to this. There's somebody you guys are forgetting about. There's a gypsy over in the UK named Tyson Fury that'll knock out Anthony Joshua. And Anthony Joshua don't want no parts of Tyson Fury if he gets back in shape.
Don't give me that Tyson Fury. He ain't fought in 2 years.
Hey, you wait.
He won that title.
He put down
and
Klitschko,
Nah.
and Klitschko had cement gloves and every possible advantage in the world. The ring tilted to his advantage. And Tyson Fury went in there.
Let me see what he does this weekend, and then we can have a conversation. Until then, he's just talking.
Okay.
But that's this Saturday?
Yeah, this Saturday.
Okay. All right, thanks, Zach. We got to definitely check that out, man. So that's you're going to do a lot of promotion now?
Well, yeah, I'm with
the
Pinnacle
MMA?
Fighting
Pinnacle
Championship. So if you come out to the Isoplex at South Point on Saturday, like Smoking Jim's going to do, probably early and leave before the main event to beat traffic on the Parkway, you'll be in for a good fight, good fights, good cage fights as always. And if you're ever at a boxing match or a cage fight, and you see me, I'll take care of you. I'll take care of you, Luther.
That's what's up. All right, Zach.
Hey, thanks for having me, folks.
And you'll be back by.
Where do I get a photo?
No, Z will definitely be back by popular demand. But Lou, are you going to ask the Grove City people any questions?
Of course, man. It's a whole thing. I do want to kind of get to basketball. I'm gonna come right back to Grove City in 1 second. Just talk about basketball in this area is not supposed to be all that great. It gets a bad rap, but I think Pitt, Duquesne, and all those guys should do a lot more as far as recruiting in this area. DJ, you got the mic. What do you think about it? I know you're going to First Love. You're playing people from all over the country, all over the world. But what do you think about it? I know you came out of the city and all.
I know right now basketball isn't the main focus around here in PA, Pittsburgh mainly. It's football.
Mm-hmm.
So, but right now basketball is coming on the rise. They got a lot of good talent, a lot of hidden talent, and basketball is just coming up right now. I think there's a lot of trainers popping out to work with kids, so we could have a lot of better players growing up. In recruiting, there's a lot of good schools around. People's trying to recruit, like First Love. First Love's an up and coming school around here that's trying to build.
Never heard of it.
Well, First Love Christian Academy. It was established about 3 years ago.
Right.
3 years ago.
Already a basketball powerhouse.
Already a basketball powerhouse, playing Philly Prep, Huntington Prep.
Really?
Top name schools. But yeah,
He only knows football. Don't even trip.
But yeah, it's a good basketball facility and all that.
Okay. Steve? Corey?
I think this is a football hub, but I think basketball is growing.
Mhm.
And like in the next couple of years, we'll be a big basketball city in this whole country.
Okay.
Wow.
You have nothing to say about it? We're going to get you to say something, Dante. You getting back on the mic, man. So I'm just letting you know. Tyler?
Yeah, like they said, I feel like basketball's on the rise here.
Really?
I do. And it's like hit or miss here. You know, sometimes people want to recruit, sometimes they don't recruit just because of they feel like the talent here is like pretty, I don't want to say bad, but like just get looks over like easily.
Definitely. All right, Lord, I do want to get back to Grove City. Get a number to call, 412-231-2288. What level is Grove City as far as, college football? What division is it? And do they give scholarships? A lot of people may not have heard about it. So, Kelsey, I'll ask you and then as your teammates as well.
We're a D3 school, and we play in the President's Athletic Conference. And Grove City's about an hour north of here.
Okay.
And it's a Christian school, too, and you need some good academics to go to Grove City. I know that.
Yes, we study a lot there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get the...
So what do I got to answer?
All right. What position are you playing
What did you say
right
about
now?
the academics?
She got her.
I'm our right tackle.
Okay.
So I play on our offensive line on our offense.
Okay.
What's your size?
So I'm like 6'3", 6'4", 275. Hopefully
What
a
high school
little
did you
bit
go to?
bigger. I went to Karn City. I didn't play in the Wpial, so I feel a little out of place.
down here with all these Wpial guys. So whenever I was my junior and senior year, I actually lost to South Fayette whenever they went on their 2-year undefeated streak.
They were nice.
And now I play for Coach DiDonato, who coached them. So that has caused some conflicts with us here and there. But everything's all well there now. Some bad blood settled. So.
All right. Get this number. Go to the car. Same thing. You just give a little bit of your background history.
So I played quarterback at Grove City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to Montour High School, played for Lucero.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I was quarterback there for a while. Same thing, pretty much, just playing
You
ball.
play with
Grove
the
City.
receiver from Virginia Tech, the basketball player?
I was on his basketball. I was a freshman when he was a senior.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Devin Wilson, yeah.
Yeah, Devin.
Yeah, he was the real deal.
Okay.
He would probably. He'd be the best one up here, I'd say.
Oh!
Hey, Devin
You might
can
not
play.
make it out of here.
Devin can play.
Did you see some of the tape?
Yeah, no, that is true. Hey, if hoops don't work out, though, for real, check out Grove City, guys. Seriously, football, come play.
That's how you recruit. Hey, let's jump back to the phone lines. Call us, say your name, where you're calling from.
This is LD from
What's
the
up,
East
LD?
LD!
I'm just wondering, some of the basketball players, if they played AAU basketball.
Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah, I do play AAU basketball. I've been playing since the 4th grade.
Who do you play for?
Well, in the beginning of this AAU season, I played on the EYBL Nike circuit.
Okay.
Since EYBL is actually an acronym, stands for Elite Youth Basketball League. A lot of top players around the country played on it. I was playing with All Ohio Red for a couple sessions. Now I play with Rights Warriors. It's on the Adidas circuit. So it's I would say AAU is really about shoe companies. So you don't really play. I'm gonna say
Is that
this.
where you got your shoes? Nice, man.
Thank you. I'm gonna say this. For AAU, you actually play for the brand. In my opinion, that's how I think.
So you went from Nike, now you're at Adidas.
Now I'm at Adidas. Yeah.
All right. Anybody else want to speak on that?
I think pretty much what he's saying is like AAU is like a politic game. Like,
so do you play AAU?
Yeah, I play for Rice also.
Oh, okay.
It's like AAU is like who you know.
Okay.
To get you in the right situations.
Okay. Well, who'd you play for? You didn't play AAU? Who'd you play for?
Me?
Yeah.
I played for like 3 different teams.
Like who?
I played for Rights Warriors. I played with ITPS Wildcats in the spring, this spring.
And what did you think about AAU basketball just in general?
It's a fun experience. You go everywhere, out of town, Vegas, all over.
Wow.
Okay. Tyler? I know some coaches, they have their own teams and they don't want you to play for, some high school coaches I heard, they had their own teams and they don't want you to play for those other AAU programs. So I know that's caused conflict. I don't know if you guys experienced that, but I know that's been the case. Now, some of y'all are seniors, so y'all could talk about it and tell some of the other people. But Tyler, go ahead.
Well, I played more local AAU, just around here, just to be able to hoop every weekend and stuff. I wasn't able to play for like the traveling teams, but it don't like how they said AAU is politics pretty much. But if you could like make the best out of the situation and like travel and get recruited and all that, you definitely got to take the chance.
Okay. All right. Caleb, you want to talk? Dante, come on, man.
I play for ITPS Wildcats, Gold Gauntlet team. We're going to New York for like the finals or whatever. It's a lot of traveling, and then we go to Cali for like 10 days. But it's definitely got me a lot of like national exposure, playing against the best players in the world.
Okay. All right. So a lot of good experience with that AAU. What else, AD? What were your thoughts on AAU? LD?
Yes. Yeah, I think it's good, but it depends on the coach. Because if you look at some of the players who play AAU, they're very selfish. They won't pass the ball at all. It's all about me, not about the team. And that's why I like LeBron James, because he will pass the ball to the open guy.
True. Even with the game on the line, throw it to George Hill for a wide open layup.
How many final losses will it be this year for LeBron, LD?
It doesn't matter.
I'm just wondering.
Listen, that means you didn't play. That means you didn't play on the best team.
How many?
I thought it was a
8,
team
9?
game. I thought it was a team game, right?
It's
Championship
a team
is
game.
about the best team.
And if you go to some of these high school games, you'll see some of these young men taking shots and their teammates are wide open.
Okay.
That's not basketball.
All right, hold on. DJ wanted to jump in on that.
I have something to say. So, about the individual play during AAU, well, you gotta understand, AAU's it's a good 8 to 10 guy roster, and that's not during the school season. So you got 8 to 10 guys probably without no scholarship, all playing for a Division I, Division II, whatever college basketball level they want to play on. So you gotta think of it, they're all playing for scholarships. So you're gonna have individualized play going on. So it's up to the coach if he want to make team ball, because honestly, college coaches, they look for winners. Mm-hmm. And if a coach is going to coach his team about winning games, well, you're more likely going to be seen. Or sometimes, if you want to be about yourself and play me ball, then it's not really going to work. So AAU is really about trying to get yourself out there and then worry about your team. I'm not saying that about my personal experience, but it's about what I know.
All right.
And I just have one comment before I leave about the NBA. I believe the three-point line should be moved back about 2 feet, because now that three-point line is like a layup for some shooters. And if you moved it back 2 feet, you'd have more of an inside game. What do you guys think?
Well, moving the three-point line back ain't going to help LeBron at all. And what a lot of people
Always
don't
a
realize
hater.
is LeBron never changed the game. Curry changed the game. Now you see a lot of people shooting those threes, and that's why you seeing sharpshooters now. And now everybody want to move the line back. They didn't want to move it back before Curry.
Listen,
He
man.
changed the
All
game.
the hate that you do on LeBron.
How's that hate?
First of all, he did change. There's never been a guy his size. Basically, he's Karl Malone that has skills similar to a Kobe Bryant. First of all, there's never been a player
I would just
like
like
that.
to see him with the ball in his hands to win the game.
Did you not? Have you not watched the playoffs this year? Who's had more game-winning shots than LeBron?
In the finals?
Period. I'm talking this whole playoffs. This whole playoffs. There's game-winning shot after game-winning shot, Jim. Come on.
After 15 years, is that the best you got?
Okay, all I know, 4 MVPs, 3 titles. He's been there 9 times in a row.
And how many losses?
He just didn't have the best team.
How many losses?
There's a whole lot of guys that didn't have the best team. Jerry West, what do you got, about 8 losses?
Don't compare.
Okay, I'm just saying, you could be a great player.
Wash your mouth
I'm
out
just
with
saying,
soap.
there's a lot of guys. How many losses Magic got? 4. I mean, just because you're not on the best team doesn't mean you're not, one of the greatest of all time. Nobody has gone to the finals as much as him, except if you were Boston Celtic back in the Bill Russell days. I mean, come on, these is different teams that he's leading. And wherever he goes next year, they're going to be back.
They'll lose again.
We'll see. LD, what else you got for us?
Just one thing, and Jim can relate to this. Elgin Baylor was one of the best players ever, and he never won a championship.
Never.
But he's still considered one of the greatest.
Wait a minute. Elgin Baylor never won a championship?
I think he
You
won
mean when
one.
he was with the Clippers as a GM or a player? Elgin Baylor never won a championship? Wow, I never knew that.
All right.
Never knew that.
You learn something every day, Jim. Hey, real quick, again, number to call 231-2288. We do want to give away some awards. We want to give away our Wpial MVP. We got to go back to Penn Hills and give it up to Stevens. Great season.
I didn't vote.
Jim doesn't know. Okay. Hold that trophy up, man. Just go back to the mic one more time, man. I know we got you up here. But I don't think he got all the recognition he should have got, man. This young man, we watched him last year playing point guard. This year, he was a beast out there. And Justin George, you going to Eastern Michigan?
Yes.
What position you going to play out there?
Whatever they want me.
But what do you prefer? I mean, we know we seen you at point guard. We seen you all over. What'd you say?
The 2 or the 3.
2 or 3? Yeah. All right, man. Well, Eastern Michigan, they got a player. Hold that trophy up one more time, man. Great job. All right, and we also got for the city, we're going to Obama. We're giving it to DJ Gordon. He's going to First Love. I don't know if we should give him that, but no, I'm joking. You got to do what's best for you. Appreciate it watching you, man. You had a down season, but you had some highlight plays, and you kept them above water, and we wanted to give you that trophy, and we appreciate watching you, man. Just go to First Love and keep working on your game, and come see us again, man. I will. All right? Much success in the future. Give it up. City League Player of the Year, DJ. Appreciate it. Again, number to call, 412-231-2288. Mike, you have something to add? I know we've been kind of dominating.
It's First Love is a school.
First Love Christian Academy. It's basically, from what I'm reading, it's like a basketball academy now, right?
I just wondered. My first love was Joni Weston. Joni Weston was the captain of the San Francisco Bay Area Bombers roller derby team.
Wow.
When I was 11 years old, I was in love with her. That was my first love.
Wow.
All right. Hey, again, number to call, 412-231-2288. I want to talk to you guys about the college game. There's a difference between high school, college, and pro. The style they play. Some of you guys are going to college. What do you think you have to change on your game, mainly the seniors going to college, to really excel at the next level? I would probably the last row. You going to Robert Morris, Corey?
I think athleticism and like working like every day, like in and out, even outside of practice. I think that's like a big difference between high school and college and the pro level. Like doing your individual skill work outside of your team practice.
Okay. And one thing that I didn't understand watching the game against the playoff game against Alderdice, you be bringing the ball down and your coach is talking to you, calling you to bring it back during the play. I was like, man, just let the guys play. That was just bothering me, watching that game. I mean, I guess you were used to it, but I'm like, man, let them play. The game is flowing. You're going down, and he's calling you back. And the first game against Alderdice, y'all was just going, and I just thought it was a little overcoaching.
Yeah, that's his style.
Yeah.
But like at the next level, you should see more of that.
Okay. Stevens, come on, man. Well, I mean, at the next level, I mean, what do you expect the changes to be, and how do you think you're going? And you could talk about the coaching as well, high school, college.
It is the same thing he said, though, because like you got to really change your whole workouts. Like everything's different. Like, you got to lift every day.
Yeah.
Be in the gym every day, and then you could be in the gym anytime you want after. So you like gym's open anytime. It ain't like high school, you don't get the gym anytime.
Right.
You find it, but in college you got the gym 24/7.
Okay.
It's either class or the gym.
All right. Tyler.
Oh yeah, it's like what they said, but you even got to change the way you eat. You got to stay in shape. Like they said, work out as much as you can. Just take advantage of all of it. And just be prepared for whenever your opportunity comes.
Okay.
Also, I think it's like a big mental game in college too, because like you're gonna be dealing with a lot of stuff, a lot of peer pressure, so you got to be able to deal with it mentally.
All right, let's get Dante before we pass that mic to the front row. Dante, as far as weight, are you in the gym much? I mean,
I'm not really lifting
Are you
much.
going to start in the gym?
Not really. Kind of just working on my craft right now.
Okay. All right. Let's jump to the front row. Caleb, what do you expect it to be the difference? I know you said you're playing safety at St. Vincent.
Yeah, well, for me, I just feel like it's just the speed of the game that like you really just have to adapt to, and then like a mental game, because like you gotta think a lot quicker, and like whenever you're playing, if you think too much, you're gonna make a mistake. So it's like just adapting your body to be able to naturally think fast for you, and like you just gotta stay in the gym so you can just have it like second nature. Not as I feel like that's what it's gonna change, because in high school you really just after football practice you just gonna play video games or something, just trying to chill with your bros.
Right.
And now you in college, you just by yourself. You gotta get your own diploma. Then you also gotta worry about your workouts and when you gonna be, what you gonna eat and all that. And you gotta make sure you eat right. So it's just really just taking a lot of responsibilities.
Okay. All right. And DJ, you probably got to learn about 3 or 4 more languages. All those international players you're gonna be playing with at First Love. No, but what have you been told that you got to work on for the next level?
I was told I gotta work on adapt to the speed of the game, The speed of the game is going to be faster. It's going to be quicker. You got to treat my body like Tyler said. You got to treat your body right, eat healthy. The game, it's going to be a mindset thing, because when you get to college, you got to understand that you're playing for coaches who put money in, and invested their time into you, who recruited and giving you scholarships and all that money.
Okay.
So you got to understand that you're playing for something, and yeah.
All right, and let's get Kelsey. Wow, I mean, this is impressive. I mean, how has that experience been? I mean, I know I saw that you kicked a couple times during games, and what did the other teams say? You know, when they're trying to block, or they. I know it could get kind of rough on that field. I mean, what's some of the wildest stuff that you've heard said to you? Keep it PG if you can.
I've been told what they've said to me, but I don't listen to any of it. When
You
I'm
just
on the
block
field,
out.
I know I just need to focus on kicking, and I don't need to worry about what they're yelling at me. It doesn't really matter. I just need to do my job, and that's all.
Okay. All right. Guys, I mean, I know you guys are in the trenches. You guys come out here like some bodyguards watching her. What is that experience? I mean,
Kelsey has yelled at me before in practice. For no reason. I was making a joke about another player, and she thought it was about her, and she yelled at me.
She got a mean streak in her.
Yeah,
Okay.
so don't let her fool you. So, yeah, I mean, college is definitely a lot different. Like the speed, even like watching basketball. Like I played high school basketball, nowhere near as good as you guys. But like watching the game and stuff, definitely the speed picks up. Football for sure. I know Randall wants to say something, so I'm going to give him the mic.
Okay, the quarterback always got to talk.
Yeah, I just wanted to give them some advice, because whenever I came into college, like, you guys are all like the man where you're at right now. And when you take that next jump, whether it's D1, D2, D3, everyone you're with's the man now. You're not that guy anymore. So what do you got to do to separate yourself? It's all the little things, being on time, out hustling everyone. It's the stuff like that isn't measured with your pure athleticism, because everyone you're with is going to be that athletic. So you just got to do the little things to separate yourself, stay on top of all that.
I always heard that Montour never wanted to see Stowe Rocks.
Here you go.
Stowe Rocks. We beat Stowe Rocks by 35.
There you go. Hey, I want to thank all you guys, thank all the parents for bringing all the 80s, for getting the information to the players, for Smoke and Jill. Mike, I'm Luther. Check us on our website, SC Sports World. We'll check you out next time. Peace.
Good job, guys.
Great job.